On a quiet street, at the edge of a small town, there was a little bakery that opened before sunrise every single morning. The owner was an old man named Adrian. No one really knew much about him. He didn't talk often. He didn't smile easily. But every morning he baked bread, as if he were trying to fix something invisible. And in a way, he was. Adrian used to be a teacher. Years ago, his classroom was full of noise, children laughing, papers rustling, questions spilling into the air like rain. He loved it. Until one day he didn't. One mistake, one harsh word spoken in frustration, one student who stopped coming to school after that day. Adrian never forgot it. Even after retirement, even after the years passed, he carried it like a stone in his chest. That's why he opened the bakery. Not to start over, but to stay busy enough not to think. Every morning, a young girl named Mira would pass by his shop. She never bought anything. She never spoke. She just paused outside the window for a few seconds, watching the warm light inside, then walked away towards school. Adrian noticed her. He noticed everything. One morning, it was raining harder than usual. The streets were empty except for her. She stood there, soaked, staring at the glass, like she was gathering courage. Something in Adrian made him open the door. "Come in," he said quietly. Mira hesitated, then stepped inside. The warmth of the bakery wrapped around her, like a blanket. Adrian handed her a small piece of bread, without asking anything. She took it with both hands, like it was something fragile. And still, she didn't speak. Days passed, then weeks. Mira kept coming, always quiet, always watching. Sometimes she would sit near the counter while Adrian worked. Sometimes she would help place bread on trays, without being asked. Slowly, something changed in the silence. It wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. It was just softer. One afternoon, Mira finally spoke. "Why do you look sad all the time?" Adrian stopped kneading the dough. No one had asked him that in years. He almost lied, almost smiled it away. But something about her eyes didn't let him. So he told her, not everything, just enough. About the classroom, about the mistake, about the boy who never came back. When he finished, the bakery felt heavier. Mira didn't speak for a long time. Then she said something very small. "My brother stopped going to school too." Adrian looked up. He says teachers don't care. The words didn't accuse him. They just existed, like a wound, finally being shown to the light. Adrian felt something shift inside him. For the first time in years, it wasn't just guilt. It was responsibility. The next morning, instead of opening the bakery, Adrian did something different. He wrote a letter, then another. He went to the local school. At first, no one recognized him. Then someone did. Whispers followed him down the hallway. The old teacher, the one who left. Adrian didn't defend himself. He didn't explain everything. He simply asked one question. "Can I help?" It started small, helping in one class, then another, standing at the back at first, then slowly closer. And one day, he saw a boy sitting alone, in the corner of a classroom. Arms crossed, eyes empty. The same kind of emptiness he once failed to notice. Adrian walked over. He didn't say anything fancy. He just sat beside him and said, "You don't have to do everything today. Just one small step." The boy didn't answer, but he didn't move away either. Weeks later, Mira stood outside the bakery again. Adrian was inside, but this time, he wasn't alone. There were students helping him bake bread for a school event, laughing, talking, flour everywhere. When he saw Mira, he walked to the door. She looked at him carefully. You look different, she said. Not different, Adrian said. Just moving. Mira nodded slowly. Then she held up a small paper in her hand. I told my brother to try school again. Adrian didn't speak. He didn't need to. Because sometimes, healing doesn't come as a moment. It comes as a chain of small steps you almost don't notice until you look back. That evening, as the sun set over the town, Adrian stood outside his bakery. The air smelled like bread and rain. And for the first time in a long time, the past didn't feel like a prison. It felt like a place he had finally walked through, not erased, not forgotten, just moved beyond. And he understood something quietly powerful. You don't have to fix everything at once. You just have to take one small step. Because sometimes, one small step really can change everything.